So, 22 Jump Street. 22 Jump Street is directed by Christopher Miller and Phil Lord, the same two who directed 21 Jump Street, and what is so good about this film being a sequel, it doesn't usually suffer from the same sort of things sequels usually suffer from. It actively pokes fun at the fact that it's a sequel, starting off with recapping at the beginning and throughout the film, and it makes reference to the fact that it is a sequel and they've done it before, which, as certain reviews have said, have allowed it to do new and interesting things. It's a really, really good film. As I've said, right from the off, it pokes fun at the fact that it's a sequel, and even with shots like some of the pads at the front, and there's a little bit with Captain Distant played by Ice Cube and little references to that and other little cool things throughout the movie, which is absolutely brilliant. It was amazing, it's really cool, and you don't expect the villain to be who it turns out to be. I thought the way the villain is introduced is really clever and you don't really expect it to be them. It's not that usual bit of them sort of discovering who they are and discovering the relationship between them. Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum play the main two characters again in this film, and it works quite well. They have a good chemistry together, they work really well, and they're complete different styles of people, but that plays well into this film, and in that way it's sort of believable that it happens in this sort of direction they're going. And it's sort of really interesting the way that sort of develops, and when they encounter different people and realise they're not quite the same and they need a bit of space, and going to college does quite well for them, and you know, it's a really good dynamic and it works really well, and the interplay with the other characters and that sort of thing. When I first saw 21 Jump Street, it didn't impress me at instant. It took a bit more time to grow on me than this one did. This one, I instantly liked it. I found it really funny and I just really, really enjoyed watching it. It was a brilliant film. Amber Stevens plays Maya, Jonah Hill's love interest in the film, and she is not a massive part of the film. They play off each other really, really well, and the chemistry is there. They have really good scenes together and you can tell it works really nicely, and the play between them and Ice Cube, Channing Tatum and everyone else is really good, and I really liked it. There are lots of funny moments, there's lots of action. If you're thinking of going to see this film, I would definitely recommend it. As I said earlier, it pokes fun at the fact it's a sequel, and the credits are worth sticking around for because they continue to poke fun at the fact that it's a sequel, and films normally go on to have long franchises and just repeat the same stuff over and over again. And so yeah, don't check it out, it's definitely worth a watch. My name is James Hayward, and this has been my review for 22 Jump Street, and I will see you again real soon.